everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading today, looking at love. We're going to be looking at the upcoming challenges and obstacles. So, what's coming next basically in love, both challenges and changes for the better. Okay. Yes, I have done quite a few love readings lately. I don't know whether it's just me, the energy's been a bit meh lately. So, you know, I love love, so it makes me happy to do love readings. So we're getting love readings at the moment, okay? I'll try to mix it up for tomorrow's reading a little bit there as well, but it is what it is, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Leave me a comment and let me know what sort of topics or whatever you want me to do readings on. If there's something specifically you would like to see, let me know in the comments. I definitely would love to take some of those on board. If you want to leave a comment and let me know. This week I will be using, I have the Love Message Oracle cards today, as well as the Paper Oracle Lenormand. Okay, so we're just going to sort of, like I said, do a quick bit of a check-in on what comes next for you with love. Okay, so as always, I will be taking timestamps, starting off today with our Aries. Okay, Aries, what comes next in love for Aries? What's coming next for Aries in love, please? Just two for general. What's coming next for Aries in love? Divine timing, Aries. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. They are the one. Okay, they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. So I do feel for a lot of you, you know who this person is, but it's just going to maybe take some time for things to work out the way that you want them to. There may be some stuff going on in the connection. Okay, Aries. What's coming up next in love for Aries? Challenges and change. Challenge and change. What's coming up for Aries in love, please? Challenges. Two for challenges, two for changes for the better for Aries with love. And changes for Aries. Okay, so the challenges that we see here, we have the Tower and the Anchor coming through for you. So the anchor in this sort of a challenge position is a stuck energy. So that's probably why we're seeing that divine timing card coming through here, that it's going to take a bit of time. The energy is a little bit stuck at the moment here, Aries. What is really sort of holding this back or keeping this energy very stuck here is this Tower energy. So this can be a couple of things, because for a lot of you, this is going to be, something from the past, old news, kind of something older in the past that has happened between you and this person that may still be, holding one or both of you back in the connection. I do also associate the Tower very strongly with authority and very regimented, traditional kind of stuff as well. So there might be, somebody stuck in their ways, somebody stuck in, sometimes that can look at, authority in the sense of, a little bit of a power dynamic between the two of you. You're both trying to sort of be the authority on the connection, and this is what I think this should be, and both of you kind of stuck in your ways. I'm kind of feeling for that. So whether that's you or them or both of you, that is the challenge that needs to be overcome, this stuck energy, as well as, kind of being stuck in our own ways and, maybe stuck on something from the past with this connection. The change coming through, though, there is good changes on the way, because we do see the sun starting us off there with the change coming through. That has come through with the Mountain, which is the obstacles card, the challenges card, the blockages card. So what that actually tells us as change in a positive light is the sun brings things to light. It reveals things. So these challenges are being revealed to both of you, or to the person who has that blockage. And it is, coming to light that it needs to be dealt with, and that we, need to move forward in happiness and warmth within the connection. So it may just take a little bit of time. It does feel a little bit like some growth needed within the connection, either one or both of you here. So take that as it resonates for you. Of course, Aries, you're more than welcome to check out your other placements. We are creeping up on that full moon soon, so the moon signs do tend to be quite strong through my readings, but more than welcome to check those other placements. Subscribe, leave me a comment on subjects you would like me to delve into. We'll see what we've got for our Taurus next. Okay, Taurus, what comes next for Taurus in love? What's coming next for Taurus in love? 2 for general. What's coming next for Taurus in love, please? Balance, Taurus. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So for some of you, this is balance. I'm picking up balance in the sense of divine feminine and masculine. So both of you may be needing to balance that out a little bit. So, meeting somebody's masculine with your feminine energy, regardless of gender. Okay. So a nice balance. If you're noticing, it's giving me this message here of, when it comes to a relationship, we expect 100% for, equal balance. But sometimes you are not able to give your 50% to the relationship, and sometimes your person is not able to give the full 50%. So sometimes you need to give 80% and your person is only able to give the 20%, and vice versa. Okay, so it's balancing those things out. So if you realize that, you say to your person, I'm having a really bad day today, can you, I need you to just pull me up just a little bit. I can only give 30% today. I need you to pull up through with that 70%, so that, we're still meeting our 100% forward movement on the connection itself. And it's, building each other up, balancing each other out. So I do feel as though that's coming through there for you, Taurus. We do also have express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing left to lose, or you have nothing to lose. Telling people how you feel about them, telling people that you care about them, expressing that to them. Okay, Taurus. But we'll have a look here. What's next in love for Taurus? 2 for challenges and 2 for changes for the better. 2 for challenges, 2 for change. What's going on for Taurus? What's next in love for Taurus? Ooh, this is going to be very interesting upcoming energy for you, Taurus. The challenge that we do see here is the wheel coming through first and foremost. Okay. This is the red string of fate. Sometimes things happen and we get sort of stuck in certain patterns, certain cycles. I do feel as though this is very connected to, life keeps on going, and it's trying to keep up and trying to keep the wheels turning, and trying to continue to follow that correct path for yourself here, because we do see the tree coming through with that as well, which is the card of looking after oneself, healing, growth, wisdom. I do feel as though this is like the wheel keeps on turning, the wheel keeps on spinning, and it's this challenge of learning to grow with it, roll with the changes, roll with, rolling with the wheel instead of rolling against the wheel. You know, holding tightly onto the string and allowing that wheel to keep on turning, and keeping it held together, balancing it out together, and learning from each other and learning from previous patterns and cycles that you maybe have noticed in the connection. So there may be a bit of a challenge at the moment or soon with certain cycles that have sort of maybe come to a standstill and gotten a little bit tangled, whereas others maybe, you know, needing to break a certain cycle, but still tethering to each other in the process of breaking a certain cycle, or something like that, keeping the wheel turning, keeping learning, keeping growing from each other, you know, keeping growth, healing in your mind, and you know, not allowing those to challenge you that somebody's not growing, or you know, not healing certain things about the cycles that they're stuck in. We do see your changes for the better coming through here as the coffin and the storm. So this is going to be really interesting, the way that this hits your life, Taurus, because the coffin really is a card of transformation. It is an ending that brings a brand new beginning. Okay, especially with the storm here. This is like, you know, lightning striking out of nowhere. You're all of a sudden, you're swept up in this storm. A lot of, I want to say, crazy stuff going on for you in this connection or around this connection. And it's like, you know, there's feeling very swept up in it all, and that there's a lot going on, and it's like things happening out of nowhere, sudden unexpected changes occurring. But you know, the fact that even though this is a bit scary when you're swept up in this storm, it's allowing this transformation to occur. All right, so sometimes things need to come to an end so that we can, you know, have that clear blue sunny sky the next day after that storm. Sometimes we need the storm to clear out all the crap. You know, anything that's not working gets cleared away with those sudden shocking events. So I do feel for it, it may get a little bit cray-cray, Taurus, in the process of all this. There may be something, and I feel like it's external to the connection, something ending for somebody, or a certain phase ending, that cycle ending that we saw as the challenge, and it brings about a lot of change, kind of like out of nowhere, like lightning strikes, all of a sudden hitting you both. And but it really does inspire this refresh energy, this transformative energy. So in the long run, it's coming through as the positive change here. So kind of trying to embrace the storm and hold each other steady through that. Okay. So that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and I'll move on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what comes next in love for Gemini, please? Just for generally, what's coming next in love for our Geminis? What's coming next in love for Gemini? Obviously that one. Give me a sec. Unconditional love flying on out there, Gemini. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it from you. But needing to have some boundaries here, because as soon as we see that and no one can take it from you, there is a little bit of jealousy here, a little bit of worry, fear. Okay, and this is why the boundaries are so important. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. So someone might need to be a little bit clearer, Gemini, about, look, I'm really uncomfortable when you do this. I'm really uncomfortable when you spend so much time with those people, or whatever that is, because we are seeing a little bit of a fear here of that person being taken from you. So there needs to be some clear boundaries put up around that fear, and letting someone know that, you know, it's fear. It's not necessarily, you know, any reason for that fear. Fear is totally normal, and, you know, that concern is totally normal. So it's kind of wanting to reassure you that the love is eternal. Nothing can take it from you, but, you know, we are seeing the fear coming through there a little bit. What comes next in love for Gemini? Looking at the challenges and the changes in love for Gemini. What comes next in love for Gemini? 2 for challenges and 2 for changes. We are seeing this is interesting, Gemini. The challenge and the positive change are very similar here. So this is where we're seeing that unconditional love energy once again, that fear that nothing and no one can take that from you. And I feel as though, you know, the fear of this being taken from you is part of this challenge here, because we have the rider here, as well as the lily as the challenge. So, you know, with the lily here, that's showing us that there is this emotional vulnerability. There's some sort of emotional intimacy that is being, you know, part of the challenge. Being very vulnerable and emotionally intimate with somebody is part of the challenge. With the rider here, it could look at somebody else being very vulnerable and emotional with your person. And that's why we're seeing that fear. Or it could just be, you know, because the rider is, you know, news on the way, or so it could be, you know, news on the way about, you know, this person has been, that's what's sort of stoking the fear for you, is that this person's telling you, oh, so-and-so's been, you know, I've been spending time with them and they've been very open and emotional with me. And that's what's, you're needing to set up those boundaries. Like, look, that really makes me uncomfortable that you and that person are so emotionally close, because it's starting to feel like, you know, I have this fear that there's going to be something more developing from that. But for others of you, this is getting, you know, the challenge of getting back up on the horse with yourself, being emotionally open and vulnerable with your person and telling them, I have these fears. I have a fear that, you know, I struggle to put up boundaries about these things, but, you know, that makes me uncomfortable. So that may be the challenge for some of you there as well. But the change for the better when it comes to this connection, we have the letter and the garden. So this is kind of flowing through because it's communication. The letter is all about communication. So, you know, being open and vulnerable with this person, communicating your fears is actually going to really push that change for the positive for this connection. And then we see, this is my date card, meeting somebody halfway, you know, compromising with your person. You know, that's those boundaries where, you know, these are my limitations that I need you to respect. And you know, communicating about how we're going to get on the same page, how we're going to meet each other and compromise. You know, and there may even be, you know, communicating about, you know, look, we need to go out together more and spend more time together, because this can be events and invitations and, you know, going out somewhere in public. So for some of you, it could just be communicating about, you know, spending more time together in that kind of a sense as well. So, but I do feel as though this fear that you have, I feel like it's you, Gemini, does need to be addressed. You know, obviously it can go both ways. So take that as it resonates. You know, if it's not resonating at all, check your other placements, of course. More than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what topics you would like me to cover in future readings. And I'll move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, what comes next in love for Cancer, please? What comes next in love for Cancer? Ooh, be optimistic, Cancer. Part of me wants to really call you out and say, stop being such a negative Nancy. I don't know why I'm getting that phrase, the negative Nancy. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. The more that you're telling yourself, This is never going to be what I want. This is never going to this direction. This is, the more you're manifesting that reality, okay, you create your own reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. Like attracts like, Cancer. If you want love, be love. Sounds easy, but it's a little bit harder. But it's all about being glass is half full, not half empty. Okay, the glass is, keep pouring into it. If you want it to be fuller, pour more into it. We also see the engagement card here. Okay, your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. So be optimistic. There is leveling up that is happening with this connection. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're getting engaged, although for some of you that may be the case. It's about ascending within the connection, and it does focus on commitment. So even if it's not actual commitment per se, it could be like just committing to each other in small little ways. I'm committing to spend more time with you. I'm committing to be more communicative with you. I'm committing to, whatever that is that you need. Committing to your person, them committing to you, leveling up the commitment in some kind of a way. And I'm also getting like public engagements as well. So like committing to, let's have a date night once a month. Those sorts of commitments are coming through there as well. Okay, Cancer. What comes next in love for Cancer? 2 for challenges, 2 for change, for the better with this connection. What's coming next in love for Cancer? Challenges and changes. We have the non-binary coming out firstly with the challenges here, as well as the broom. Okay, so this particular deck has 2 whip cards. It has the whip and the broom. So we are seeing the broom, which is more about clearing out, sweeping out, spring cleaning, that energy. And the energy we're seeing that needs to be sort of swept out, cleaned out, stirred up a little bit here too. The non-binary energy, that is a person card generally, but I'm not really getting that here. What I'm actually getting is, because we do in standard decks, we see the masculine and the feminine. Okay, so they're not necessarily always talking about gender. I see those as like divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So with the non-binary, what we're getting is something in the middle. Okay, someone who's not sitting in their divine masculine, but they're not sitting in their divine feminine either. This person may be sort of flipping a little bit. They may be not knowing. For some of you, there may be this energy of them just not embracing their masculinity or their femininity as much as they need to in this connection, because I'm picking up here, Cancer, that you sitting in yours to some extent. So for example, if you are someone who would be majority, because we're all a balance of both, yeah. But I do feel as though you're a majority of one or the other, Cancer. So, you're either a divine masculine or a divine feminine, and you are very masculine or very feminine, whichever one that is for you. And this person is kind of both, but neither. So it's kind of just, asking, if you're a divine masculine, for example, the challenge is that your person's not meeting your divine masculine with their divine feminine. They're meeting it with both or neither. So it's kind of the challenge is, how do we balance that out so that we have an equal amount of divine masculine and divine feminine across the board here. So we're really needing to sweep out some preconceived notions in regard to masculinity and femininity as well. So if you're someone who, because I'm picking up someone who's very like, I'm a girl, I have to be girly, I have to be feminine. or I'm a man, so I have to be manly and masculine. That's why I feel like you're sitting strongly in yours, is because there's these preconceived notions of gender roles for you personally, Cancer. Whether, if that's not resonating for you, it's not resonating for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. But I'm just getting this example of, right, if you're a divine masculine, for an example, your person, they may show you divine feminine stuff and reach you with feminine energy, but they're also very divine masculine in a way as well. So there may be when we see two masculines together, we do get a little bit of a power struggle. Who's wearing the pants here? Who takes control here? So that needs to be sort of swept out and cleaned out and balanced, basically. As that's the challenge here, is that you maybe need to embrace, once again, that same example. If you're the divine masculine in the connection, you maybe need to embrace a little bit more of your divine feminine to meet this person equally. You may need to talk to them and ask them, look, I really identify with my masculine side. Can we balance that out a little bit more with the feminine? It feels like it needs to be something that needs to be swept up, stirred up a little bit between the two of you, these challenging each other with the gender role stuff, because that is the challenge here. But we do see the changes coming through here. We have the Sun and then the Tower. So the Sun brings things to light, okay? It surfaces things. And the Tower is coming from deep within somebody here, to do with their role of authority or tradition. Okay, so someone's traditional beliefs. So like I said, someone who's very much like masculine needs to be manly. That's coming to light and being revealed and being brought out into the open here. The way that this person really does sort of stand very strongly and firmly in that traditional belief system, and they've got quite an authority about themselves, and that they need to be very because I am picking up a very masculine energy off you, Cancer. So reverse it as necessary if that's resonating stronger for the other person, but I am picking up masculine energy from you. So it's very much the feeling as though you need to isolate yourself, and you can't surface emotions, because emotions are a feminine thing. So those sorts of things, you're kind of isolating your emotions and locking them away in this Tower, and that needs to be brought to light between the two of you, so that it can be swept away and cleaned out of this connection as a challenge. That challenge needs to be cleared away, so that we can move into the happiness of the connection here. The Sun really is the ultimate happiness possible here as the change, but we do need to address that issue by the looks of that. But be optimistic. There is that leveling up about to occur for you. It's just about revealing these things to yourself and to the connection, bringing those things to light, so that we can actually clear that out and move forward. Okay, but like I said, more than welcome to, flip it as it resonates. Check your other placements, of course. Subscribe. Leave me a comment letting me know, what topics you would like me to look into. And I will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo. What comes next in love for Leo? What's coming next in love for Leo? Ooh. Soulmate energy, Leo. Yes, this person is your soulmate. This connection is sacred. So I feel like a lot of you may be getting a very strong, because that sacred word is really shining for your energy here. It's like I'm feeling you're getting a very strong sense of honoring the connection in some kind of way, that it needs to be honored and respected and cherished. So express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Especially if this is your soulmate, Leo. You have nothing to lose. It's sacred, so express that to this person. The challenge for Leo. What's coming up next in love for Leo? Challenges and positive changes. What's coming up next in love for Leo? Challenges and changes, please. The challenge is fear, very basically, stress, fear. We have the stranger coming through with the mice. Okay, so the mice straight away lets us know that there's a lot of stress, it does feel like fear and anxiety a little bit there, kind of something eating away in the back of your head with this connection, that it's loss. Okay, you have a fear of the loss, even though it doesn't exist yet. That's the stranger. You don't know that yet. I do feel as though for some of you, it's because that stranger energy is like it's coming through in someone's past, that something has happened. They've lost something in the past that is making them, worried that it's gonna happen all over again. Kind of energy that oh, if this has happened to me in the past, this will happen to me again. So they're just stressed about the past repeating. They're stressed about. For some of you, it's like a stranger coming in and sweeping you off your feet, Leo. I do feel as though this may actually be your person who is stressed about this, who has these fears very strongly. So the stranger is either somebody from their past where they're, scared of the past repeating, or the stranger is, they have a fear of a stranger sort of coming, something that unexpected, something new coming in, and like Leo's going to find better is what I'm hearing there. That Leo's going to find better, and I'm going to lose them is what I'm kind of getting as that challenge here. Flip it as necessary. That definitely could be you as well, Leo. But the positive changes, we have the rider as well as the garden. This is pretty simple here, getting back up on the horse. Okay, no matter how scared we are, getting back up on that horse and riding off into the sunset with our Leos, taking Leo on some more dates. And this is the date card, meeting Leo halfway. But I do feel as though there's this stronger energy of, getting out and about and spending time together, in public, going to the beach, going to the park, going on little dates, coffee dates, those sorts of things, getting back on that horse into the dating world, very generally coming through there, Leo, as the positive changes. So this is, it does seem to be picking up like a very new sort of connection. It doesn't really feel like this is a long-term connection I'm picking up on here at all, Leo. This, for some of you, I don't know if you've even met this person yet, but it's kind of letting you know this is what the challenges and changes are going to be. So don't be afraid to express your love. You have nothing to lose when it comes to this connection. And I feel as though there's an element of letting that person know that they are safe to express their love as well. But this definitely has strong potential to be a soulmate connection, Leo. So, that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment letting me know, what topics you might like me to delve into, and I will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo, what's next in love for our Virgos? Virgo, what's coming next in love for Virgo, please? Why does it have to go all the way over there? Oh, give me a second, Virgo. That was letting go, and it really did let go and flew across the room here. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. We're also saying free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful, Virgo. So you do need to let go specifically of control. For some of you, you're needing to reassess the connection in general, especially if it's, it does specifically say if someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. Free yourself of confusion, however you need to do that within this connection, Virgo. But more so, it's control, needing to free yourself from the control. Let go of control when it comes to love. Okay, Virgo. Challenges and positive changes coming in love for our Virgos. What comes next in love for Virgo? Challenges and changes, please. I saw a similar energy for, was it Cancer, maybe? Okay, so we have the feminine and the broom coming through as the challenge. So that's being relatively specific here, Virgo, that the feminine in the connection, regardless of gender, okay, when I'm talking about feminine and masculine, I do refer more so to nature and divine masculine, divine feminine, rather than gender. So, we all have a bit of a mixture of both, but whoever does tend to be the most feminine party in the connection seems to be the challenge here. So sorry if that's you and I am being a little bit confronting towards you here, Virgo, but we do see change. So, this is the challenge though. So, but we do see the broom here. So there does need to be some clearing out of some of that feminine energy a little bit, taking a little bit more control over your emotions. Okay, so you don't need to be in control of everything, but you do need to be in control of your own emotions here, if that is you. Because the feminine is the one that is a little bit more emotional and impulsive and also very nurturing, okay? But needing to let go of those emotions and just allow it to be what it will be with this connection, rather than investing so much emotionally one way or another. Like, because I'm kind of just getting this energy of someone being very emotional about presumed scenarios that don't exist, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of like they're getting emotional about things that haven't happened yet, or maybe won't even happen. But that needs to be swept out, cleared up. There needs to be a clearing of this person's energy when it comes to the feminine energy. But the change that we do see here, we have another feminine energy being shown here with the moon coming through with the tree. So that's actually a really super positive message here, Virgo, because the change is the emotions growing and healing with that tree, taking care of those emotions, healing those emotions, growing those emotions. The moon is the emotional sensitivity stuff, okay? That's this person flaring up emotionally, whether that's you or this other person here. The emotions have the potential to grow and heal, and that's the change that's coming through, is someone is learning how to deal with their emotions a little bit better. Okay, so it seems to be that that's a very clear indication that the challenge is the change. It is going to be changed. The challenge is going to be dealt with, and we can move on from that challenge. Okay, so that's actually a really good indicator for you, Virgo, with this connection. Okay, but you are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Take it as it resonates as well, guys. Swap it if necessary. Check your other placements. Cross-watch your person's placements as well. Subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there is any specific topics you would like me to delve into in a reading. And I will move on over to our Libra. Okay, moving on to Libra. Libra, what's coming next for you in love? What's coming next for Libra in love, please? Okay. Firstly, we have the engagement card, Libra. Your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment, which doesn't necessarily mean an actual engagement. So it's just a higher level of commitment. And it may not even be like commitment in the joining sense. It could be a commitment to spending more time together, to, sharing an interest, or anything like that. It can be just committing to each other in some kind of a way, a level up in the commitment there. We do see make the effort. So make the effort to level up that commitment to your person a little bit here. This love is worth taking risks. You're called to move forward. All right, so connecting in a new kind of way, leveling up that connection somehow. Okay, but Libra, what's coming next in love? Looking at challenges and the positive changes coming up for you in love. Libra, what comes next in love for Libra? Challenges and changes, please. Okay, so yes, the challenge is coming through with the flowers and the cross. Okay, so someone in the connection has, it seems like, quite a lot of responsibilities, burdens on their shoulders. They're carrying a lot of weight in the connection. So for some of you, that's the effort that needs to be made to equal out the burdens, the responsibilities that are being carried by this person. Working out, this is the challenge, working out who's giving what, the giving and receiving energy, the give and take, needing to balance that out a little bit more between the two of you. We definitely do see, it's like giving more, someone needing to give a little bit more to the connection. And that's why there's this challenge here, because it does seem as though at the moment that's a little bit unequal, that someone is giving a lot more and carrying a lot more of those responsibilities than the other. So we did see that make the effort card as well. So someone's needing to make that commitment to make a little bit more effort, to give a little bit more. All right, and I'm just picking up here too that if you're the one that is the giving, just be careful, Libra, because I am picking up this energy of, even though you're wanting this person to take some of those responsibilities off your shoulders, you're very reluctant to give up the control of those things. It's kind of like, it only gets done right if I do it myself kind of energy. Okay, so just be a little bit wary of that. That's maybe why this is coming through as your challenge, because you need to be able to give up a little bit of that control in order to get a little bit more give, if that kind of makes sense. The change that we do see coming here, we have the bear and the snake. Okay, so those as a positive change, we do see the bear is a very protective, nurturing energy. It's somebody standing up for themselves and putting up those boundaries. I need help with this. I need this, and nurturing the connection in a positive kind of a way, so that it is more balanced and equal give and take between the two of you. We do also see with the snake as a positive energy. It really does talk about the passion and the desire, the physical intimacy between the two of you. Okay, so for some of you here, you may be able to win this person over and get a little bit more effort out of this person via the physical stuff. Okay, that I'll give you this if you give me this. That kind of thing. Committing to this person, making the effort to, I'll give you this if you give me that, is what I'm picking up off that physical intimacy. Okay, so you maybe, it's kind of coming through a little bit here as like bribery. I'm not gonna lie, but as a parent, that is one of the most useful tools in your arsenal sometimes. And I just am picking up this energy here, Libra, of it's not necessarily bribery. It's you get what you want and I get what I want. We both get what we want out of the situation. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit bribery, but I have a 7-year-old, so it's all about, I'll give you that treat that you want if you give me good behavior or you give me help around the house or whatever that is. It works. There's a reason it works. There's a reason we use it with children, because it works. It's not always bribery either. It is give and take. It's I'm going to give you if you give me in return. It's teaching that equal give and take, and that's a part of life. Fairness, yeah? It's what I've got for you, Libra. Take it as it resonates. You're more than welcome to check out other placements, of course. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there is any topics you would like me to cover with readings. Subscribe, and I will move on over to our Scorpios. Scorpio, what comes next in love for our Scorpios? Scorpio, what's coming next for Scorpio in love? Okay. Ooh. This is going to be rather specific, I feel, Scorpio. So, take it as it resonates, guys. If it's not resonating for you, check out one of your other placements. Your moon placement is usually quite strong with my readings. Cross-watch your person's placements even. But we do have actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. Are they matching their actions and their words? Are they saying one thing and doing another? Or are they saying something and then backing it up with their actions? Because we do also see reconciliation coming through. So that's why this may be quite specific for a lot of you, because someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So I do feel that for a lot of you, this is a situation where somebody might be coming back into your life or has come back into your life, and you're needing to see proof that they have, rectified the issues from the past. Because if it's a past person, there's a reason why they were a past person. Like, I am picking up that it's like there was a breakup or something like that in the past where what was the reason for the breakup? Are they saying I've changed and showing you they've changed, or not? Basically, there, Scorpio. But we'll have a look here. What's coming next for Scorpio in love? Looking at the challenges as well as the positive changes. What comes next in love for Scorpio? Challenges and changes, please. Like I said, very specific situation. The challenge is the tree and the clover. So the challenge really is, has this person grown? Has the past been healed enough for us to reconcile? That's the challenge. Have they grown? Have they matured? The clover. Am I willing to take a risk on that they've changed? It might feel like it's a bit of a risk. It's taking a chance on this person. Am I willing to take the chance on the fact that they've grown? That's why we're seeing that actions speak louder than words, because that's your clue, okay? So you can watch this person and work out, is it a risk worth taking? Is this a solid investment? Have they really changed? That's the challenge. So it may take a little bit of time and observation to really see that one way or another. Okay, so that's the challenge, is to work that out. Okay. As the changes coming through, I do see a very strong potential for reconciliation here. So, they may have changed. They may have grown. Just make sure you're checking those actions and seeing that they're being backed up. Okay, because we have the broom and the familiar. So with the familiar there, that, you know, obviously this person is already very familiar to you. You know this person, but it's also a matter of loyalty. Okay, this is the dog card in the traditional decks, so it does talk about loyalty, compassion, and understanding for each other, and that general companionship, that basis of a friendship in a connection. And with the broom there, I actually feel as though this is kind of, you know, sweeping the past under the rug kind of thing, like sweeping the past away. That's the past. That's no longer. We're not going to. We're going to sweep that away, and we're going to start with a clean slate. Is what I'm sort of getting with that as the positive change coming through here. So reconciliation is definitely possible with this, as long as you both are willing to start from that clean slate, okay? Because there is this level of familiarity between the two of you that does speak to loyalty and understanding and compassion for each other. You know, and with the familiar card, it generally does, it's a longer term thing. You know, when you've got a good basis of friendship in a relationship, you know, that's more than just love. That's everything rather than just physical lust or whatever. There's a strong friendship there as well, strong loyalty to each other. So there is a strong chance of reconciliation in that situation, Scorpio. But like I said, if that doesn't resonate for you, you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch your person's placements. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know if there is any specific topics you would like me to delve into in future readings. We'll move on to our Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. What comes next in love for Sagittarius? What is coming next in love for Sagittarius, please? Be present. Oh, be the present. Oh, Sagittarius. That was a very sexy image you just sent me. That was literally, I just literally got that image of, I don't know if you've ever seen, well, maybe you have not. There's a wrapping yourself up in red ribbon or like as a gift, a giant big bow, presenting yourself to somebody. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. Be in the moment, all in. Okay, be very present in the moment and just enjoy the moment, regardless of what that brings. But Sagittarius, coming up, getting close to Christmas and your birthday season. So we definitely could be seeing somebody being wrapped up as a gift and presented to you. And we also have boundaries, though. Okay, you need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. So making, like, boundaries obviously very important for you in this connection. Letting people know, look, this is not acceptable behavior. I'm not going to tolerate you speaking to me like that, is what I'm hearing. Sagittarius, what comes next in love for Sagittarius? We're looking at challenges as well as positive changes. What comes next in love for Sagittarius? Challenges and changes, please. Ooh. Someone definitely having a struggle putting up solid boundaries, okay, because the boundaries card has come up in your challenges. We have the mice as well as the bear. Okay, so I am picking up here that this is also why we're seeing that be present in the moment energy as well, because the mice has a tendency to dwell in the past and get very stuck on things that have happened in the past and stressed out about, you know, things that are eating away at you from the past. So, you know, for some of you, that may be, you know, things that have happened in the connection between the two of you where, you know, you're really struggling to actually deal with that and move on. Even if that issue's been resolved, it's still in the back of your head, stresses you out that that person's going to do that again, kind of thing. So that's why we see the bear as well, because that's the boundaries card. So you do need to put up clear boundaries about what you will and won't allow. But I do feel as though whoever's needing to put these boundaries up is someone that struggles putting up boundaries. Okay, so it's a challenge for this person to stand in their own power and to, you know, be very clear about their boundaries and whether you are or are not crossing those boundaries, or if my boundaries have been crossed, that kind of thing. So you know, that is a challenge coming through in this connection. So that does need to be looked at. So whether that's you or this person, someone's struggling to put up their boundary walls, all right? But we do see the change coming through. It's a very auspicious change. I like it, okay? I like it. We have the storm and the hourglass. This is very loaded, Sagittarius. It's the storm is obviously, you know, shocking, unexpected stuff happening out of nowhere, lightning striking. Okay, so there may be the positive changes might be wrapped up in a little bit of a challenge in themselves, in the fact that there might be a lot happening. There might be you know, some sudden changes affecting this connection. I do feel with the storm energy, it's kind of a lot of the time being swept up into a storm externally. So it's not necessarily the connection itself. It might be, you know, all of a sudden this is happening in our lives, or that's happening, that kind of thing, like a bit of a storm, being swept up into the storm and feeling as though, oh, we could get totally swept away and lost and pulled away from each other with all this that's going on. But with the hourglass there, it's very much like there's a very strong sense of this is what needs to happen to clear and refresh and re-energize this connection in a lot of ways, because the hourglass is the time. It's time, divine timing, things happening the way that they need to happen. You know, so really allowing yourself to get swept up into this storm, because we know that after a storm, we wake up the next day and it's beautiful. Everything's clean and everything's been washed clean. You know, all the crap has been washed away downstream. Yeah, there might be a tree fallen over in the paddock. There might be, you know, you might have saw a cow flying around the night before and still like in shock. But it is a bit shocking. The storm is shocking, okay? Some shocking stuff might happen that you really don't know where this is going to take you, whether you're going to be swept away to Oz, or whether you're, you know, going to be there to wake up the next day to clean up the mess that it's left in your life. But this divine timing card shows us that this is exactly what was needed, exactly the right time. Okay, so being very present in the moment for this, and just sort of enjoying the ride, because it does feel like a bit of a roller coaster ride coming on in really quickly, shaking things up, but it's refreshing, re-energizing things for you. And it's the right time for this to happen for you. And divine timing does talk about the universe working things out in the way that they need to happen, in the way that, you know, in the time that they need to happen. So everything's sort of falling into place the way that it needs to. So it's like your shed gets swept up in the storm, but then the storm picks it up and moves it to an even better spot. You've been thinking for years about moving the shed to that spot, and here comes this big storm. You're freaking out. Everything's oh no, there goes the shed. It got swept up in the tornado, but then it lands in this other spot, completely intact, exactly where you wanted it. You know, it clears things out in it's an interesting but positive way. Okay, so don't be afraid of the storm when it hits. I want to say, Sagittarius, it may be a little bit scary, a little bit crazy, but don't be scared about it, because it's bringing through this divine energy of things that needed to happen for you. All right. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. cross-watch your person's placements as well. Subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment and let me know if there's anything in particular you would like me to, use as a topic for a future reading. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions, and we will move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn. Just putting it out there, I am very clearly asking my personal energy be removed from Capricorn Collective today. I love Capricorn, but you do not need my love life in your reading today. Capricorn. What comes next in love for Capricorn? What comes next in love for our Capricorns, please? That's too many. Sorry, that's too many. What comes next in love for Capricorn? Okay. Take your power back, Capricorn. You're giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. It's talking to me about expectations as well. That's why you're giving someone control over how you feel, because you feel that there's a certain expectation, a certain result that you're wanting. And that's actually giving this person control and power over you, because they know it. They know what you want, and they know that certain actions and behavior, actions and words, make you unhappy, and they use that to their advantage, Capricorn. Just be careful of that, because we do also see unrequited feelings coming through. There's not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. So something needs to give. Take your power back, because you need to stand strong on your own 2 feet. If you're aware that you are giving this person too much love, and that's being unrequited, your happiness is being affected. We're seeing that there. Your happiness should only depend on yourself. Don't allow this person control over you, over how you feel. You're allowed to feel however you need to, but to allow that to change the way you allow somebody to treat you, different story. Capricorn, what comes next in love for Capricorn, please? Looking at the challenges as well as the positive changes for you. What comes next in love for Capricorn? Challenges and changes in love for Capricorn. Okay, so the challenges, we have the key as well as the moon. The moon is the emotional sensitivities that you're feeling, the giving someone control over how you feel. You're emotionally, you're giving this person the key to your heart and allowing them to shatter the lock, kind of thing. It's like the key, generally speaking, would open the doors to success. Yeah, you're putting a lot of feelings and expectations into the doors you want opened here, the things you want to be successful in this connection, and that is allowing this person control over your emotions. For some of you here, someone might have emotional options as well. They might be investing into other doors, other locks. Emotionally, they might be investing into multiple doors here, multiple opportunities. And that may be why there's a challenge here. So maybe that's part of why there's not enough love to keep this relationship going in a positive way, because somebody might be investing into other doorways, giving their emotions to the wrong opportunities. So we do see, though, that the bulk of the challenge is the emotions, and which are allowing the other person to control your happiness one way or another. The change is occurring. We have the garden and the masculine. Who's the feminine in the connection? Is it you, Capricorn? Regardless of gender, we see divine masculine, divine feminine. I do feel as though whoever's the emotional one here, the one giving the emotions away and allowing that control to be taken over their emotions, which is looking like it's you, Capricorn, because you're the one needing to take your power back. So I am reading this as you being the feminine energy here. So the change coming through here it's kind of very simple. It's kind of, this is the card of meetings. This is my date card. And then we see the masculine, which is the pairing to the feminine, yeah? So we would see you meeting a masculine, dating a masculine. I just want to clarify if this is connected to the same person or if this is a different person. Please clarify the masculine energy for Capricorn. Just seeing more masculine energy there. I am picking up, for some of you, it is this same person, but I've got the scales and the familiar here, as well as, the clouds did come out first, which is just confirming the masculinity. But the scales kind of showing me that that's exactly what they do, yeah? The scales, that I feel like this is options, Capricorn. So I feel like it's you that has options as well. You have options. You can go and open other doorways and explore other doorways. So you may have been ignoring other options because you're putting unrequited feelings into this familiar, which is, you have loyalty to this person for some reason, even though it's not going in a healthy way. There's a loyalty there. There's a compassion there. There's a, the familiar is usually a longer term energy. This is someone I know and trust and I believe in. And you're kind of weighing up the options here, going, I don't know which way to go. I'm picking up a bit of confusion here from you, Capricorn, as well. But this may be the change that's occurring. You may be meeting somebody new for some of you. And for others of you, this is meeting this same person halfway, compromise. This person, you taking your power back, and then that is forcing this balancing out energy between the two of you, where, or it could be like a bit of a power playoff between the two of you here as well. But so it could go either way here, Capricorn, because I feel as though you're weighing up your options. I'm kind of getting you're like, do I stick with this person that I've got these unrequited feelings for, or do I just find somebody new? Do I go and date a new masculine? Go and meet a new masculine. So I feel as though you have options, Capricorn. You may want to cross-watch that person's reading, and you may want to check out your moon placement, or your rising or your Venus, because your energy is feeling very confused and unsure what you're doing with this, Capricorn. It's kind of this energy of, because you're unsure what's happening and which way you're going, the future is unclear either way. You could go either way. Like, there's no set designation here. It could be either. It's not decided yet. The energy hasn't decided which side's balancing out so you may want to check your other placements there. Okay, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check those other placements, cross-watch that person's placements as well. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know any topics that you might like to see in future readings, and I will move on over to our Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what's coming next in love for Aquarius? What's coming next in love for Aquarius, please? Redirect your thoughts, Aquarius. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Okay, so you're thinking too much about the possible negatives here. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Okay, it's like this energy of, oh, this person done that, I bet you they do that again, this is annoying, I hate that about them, blah, blah, blah. Rather than focusing on what you don't like or what you don't want, focus on, oh, I really wish they were, like, it'd be so nice if they were more like this, more like that. It's just flipping the script a little bit there and just changing the way that you're thinking about those things. So just as an example there, if someone chews with their mouth open and it drives you insane, and you're focusing so much on, this person's always chewing with their mouth open, it's driving me insane, I wish they would stop that. You're focusing on what I want to attract in this relationship. So you're focusing on, I really wish, like, this person, I would love it if they noticed how much noise they make when they chewed, and they started eating foods that they could eat with their mouth closed, and trying to focus on the desired results, basically, rather than the current thing. So just changing the way that you're thinking about things, just so that you're manifesting positive rather than negative. Because the more that you're thinking about the negative, that's driving me insane, it's going to attract more of the insanity. If you're focusing on the, oh, I would really love this, it make me love them so much more if they do this, it'll attract that energy. Okay, express your love, Aquarius. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. So tell people how you feel, in a positive way, of course. Aquarius, what comes next in love for Aquarius? Looking at the challenges as well as the positive changes in love for Aquarius. What's coming next for Aquarius in love? Challenges and changes in love for Aquarius, please. Seeing that card coming through for a lot of people today. So there you go. That's the thoughts that need to be redirected, but that's the challenge. We have the broom and then the tower. Okay, so we need to sweep away the past. We need to clear out the past. We need to clear out this way of thinking where I have to do it all by myself. Okay, because this is a very isolating energy, the tower here. But it also does talk about things that have happened in the past. So for some of you, this is needing to, sweep away the stuff that's happened in the past between you. Start from a clean slate. That's the challenge, to sweep away the past. For others of you, this is sweeping away the need to be this, fortress all unto yourself. Okay, that's maybe why you're needing to express your love, so that you can actually invite somebody in to your tower of Rapunzelness. Okay, that I always see it as Rapunzel's tower. So, so that it's kind of like, let down your hair, okay, Aquarius. Let down your hair. Let this person join you in your tower. Stop isolating yourself from this person. Sweep that, like, because for some reason it's coming through as like, that's the way you've always done it. That's the foundation of how you've always done things. And you've always been very independent and isolated within your own self. You're needing to sweep that out and start from a clean slate in that aspect. Okay, so the change that is coming. We have the fox and the masculine. Okay, so they're both very masculine energies here. The change that is coming. This fox, this particular fox in this deck, look at it's the kitsune energy, yeah, with the nine tails fox, shapeshifter, shifting to suit the situation, shifting the way that you're thinking about things. Yeah, this may have been how you've set this foundation within yourself, because that's how you survived up until now. That's the only way that you survived, was by being very independent and self-sufficient. But you need to take control of that a little bit more and shift a little bit more here. Do whatever needs to be done in order to take control and redirect your thoughts. You know, that did come through initially there too. Redirecting your thoughts, shifting the zone that you're in, shifting this isolation energy, telling yourself, you know, because the interesting thing about foxes, generally a very solitary animal, yeah? They'll travel for miles and miles to, you know, go and hunt and bring home food for the children, the kids. And the den, right, where the foxes all live and snuggle. When you're going out hunting, are you only going hunting and sitting there and you're not taking it back to the den? You're not including this person in your den, in your tower? So that's the challenge. The challenge is to, you know, the tower is the challenge. So you're being you're isolating yourself within this connection. So you do need to shift your thoughts a little bit here and think a little bit more logically and take control over your the way that you're doing things in that sense. So redirecting your thoughts to include this person a little bit more, to express your love and partnership with this person, okay, is what I'm kind of picking up on here. I just feel the need to grab one more there. Just clarify the change for Aquarius, please. Just clarify this change for Aquarius. We have the cauldron. So transformation. There's definite transformation. It's like adding ingredients to this connection, adding this person. You know, it's a magic. It's really magic. It's creating magic together, and it's together. It's transforming the way that you're creating this magic. It's not up to just you to create the magic. That any good potion needs multiple ingredients. Yeah, you can't make a potion with just one ingredient. Especially a connection, you need two, them and you. So shifting, transforming the way that you're thinking, the way that you're isolating. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, Aquarius, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment as well and let me know future topics you might want me to delve into. I'd love to hear from you all. That's what we have for you, and we will move on over to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Pisces, what comes next in love for Pisces? What comes next in love for our Pisces, please? Oh, I just had this for Aquarius as well. Yours is a bit different. Had it for a couple of people. Express your love. Why are you hiding, Pisces? You've given me a very interesting energy here, Pisces. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Especially because soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. This connection is sacred. I feel like it might have been Leo that had a very similar message. Or maybe Libra. I'm not sure. You are more than welcome to, cross-watch your person's placements and see what comes out on their end. Honoring this connection, there is a very sacred element with this connection, and it's important to let that person know that you feel that. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, especially if this person is a soulmate. Pisces, what comes next in love for Pisces? Challenges as well as positive changes. Okay. Challenges and changes. What's coming next in love for Pisces, please? Just one more for the challenge for Pisces, please. Okay, and the positive changes for Pisces with love. Even though I drew that second card, I don't feel it's necessary. Okay, so the challenge that you have here, Pisces, we have the mountain and the fish. So that's why I drew a third card, because the mountain it's like, what's the challenge? A challenge. That's pretty obvious, yeah? A challenge is a challenge. But it's not so much that it's a challenge, it's that it's hard work, and you're having to be very determined and focused and perseverant here, having to put in a lot of hard work, especially, actual work, Pisces, because we do have the fish there as well, which is the card of money. Okay, that's the money card. So someone is very, very focused on the money and working. That's the challenge. Someone's working for the money too much or a lot. And we have the mice as well there, but that's just adding stress. That's just stress being added to that message. Really, it's not really giving me the other messages for that card. It's just talking about stress, and the stress keeping you up at night, worrying about money, worrying about I've got to go to work, I've got to earn more money. Whether that's you or this person, it does appear to be, I've got to work, I've got to get money. That's the challenge here. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's like time. This person's got no time for me. They're always at work, that kind of thing. So the positive change that we are seeing, though, we have the wheel and then the sun, which is actually a really beautiful message for you here, Pisces, because the wheel keeps on turning. This is the red string of fate. There is a strong fated sacred connection here. Okay, we did see that soulmate card that says sacred. This connection is sacred. This is the red string of fate. That's fate. Sacred energy. The wheel keeps on turning. Okay, as long as you tether to each other, you can get through whatever life throws at you, whatever turn of the wheel you're at, whatever part of the cycle of life you're through. stay tethered to each other, and we will see that through. But I feel like for a lot of you, it hasn't actually been revealed to you yet how connected you and this person are. So some of you may not have even met this person yet, to be completely honest. And so that challenge will be a bit of a clue to you who this person is, because they will be very work focused. If that's not you, of course, Pisces. But this person's going to be very money work focused when you meet them. They may even be a Capricorn with that coming through like that. The fish is also the Gemini card here, but I do feel a very strong Capricorn energy coming off that Pisces. They're the hard workers of the zodiac. Yeah, the mountain card is their card for a reason. We've also got Leo on the table as well. So, so someone may have placements in different areas here, but the sun comes shining on through. Eventually, it comes to light that you were tethered to this person, that the red string of fate connects you to this person, that whatever cycles, if you're in this is the challenging cycle right now, that someone's needing to focus on work and money. That's just part of the cycle. That's just part of this wheel. It's going to keep on spinning back around elsewhere. And when it does, happiness. I was just hearing a song, but it just flitted in and out of my head then. But the sun's going to be shining for you nice and bright, Pisces. It will come to light that this connection is something a little bit more, and it's worth waiting on this person to get out of their work head. Even if you're only getting to see them for small increments of time because they're working so much. The sun will shine, the sun will rise again tomorrow. That wheel's going to keep on turning. There's a sacred element here. Have a lot of faith that this will work out in your favor. That wheel will turn in your favor eventually. It may just take a little bit of time. Okay, like I said, some of you haven't even met this person yet. So, it may just take a little bit of time here, Pisces. But that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements or cross-watch your person's placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know if there's any specific, topics that you would like me to delve into with a reading. And I'd love to, get some comments in regard to that and see what I can come up with for all you guys. But that's what I have today. And hopefully I will see you all again soon.